If Sony takes control of From Software, they'll completely ruin it. From Software is one of the most beloved names in gaming. Very few studios have the track record these guys have because they release banger after banger. And this is especially true with their most recent game, Elden Ring, which is one of the biggest and greatest games of all time. But Sony is looking to put a screeching halt to that as they wish to own From Software and all its IPs. They plan to do this by purchasing stake in Kitakawa, which is a massive media company that owns From Software. And I don't feel like I have to explain why Sony handling From Software in its games is a bad thing, but I will anyway. Sony is an interesting company when it comes to games. They do make some great ones, but they also have some historical bad fuck-ups, especially within the past few years. One example of this is Helldivers 2, which is an absolute banger of a game that hit PlayStation and PC earlier this year, and everything was going pretty smooth. That is until Sony decided to take a huge shit on their PC players by forcing them to have to sign into a PSN account in order to play Helldivers 2. This led to the outrage and tens of thousands of people not being able to play the game they bought because of the stupid requirement to sign into a gay PSN account. Sony eventually retracted this move after the super backlash they got from it, but it goes to show what kind of retarded moves they'll try and break out, even with a game as successful as Helldivers 2. Another leading example of a massive fuck up, or more of a missed opportunity, is Bloodborne. Sony has been leaving Bloodborne out to die, and it's sad. They are sitting on an amazing IP and doing nothing with it. If they just released a proper remake for this game, it would sell like crazy, and for some reason they choose to work on shit live service projects like Concord. This is something fans have been begging for like fucking 5+ years, and they still don't pay it any mind, which is a huge spit in the face of the consumer from Sony. This massive mishandling of an IP is probably my prime reason why I don't want Sony handling any of From Software's games. They're going to try to squeeze themselves into FromSoft's business if they acquire them, and make them work on projects that they probably really don't want to be working on. And the last reason that really doesn't have to do with Sony's fuck-ups is if they do acquire From Software, there's a solid chance that FromSoft's games moving forward will become console exclusives. And this would be absolutely devastating to the mainstream appeal that From Software just captured with Elden Ring. Part of why the game was so big in the first place was its availability on every console, except the trash Switch. Now I do hope everything I said is wrong. I hope that if this acquisition does happen, that Sony continues to let From Software do the great work they've been doing for years, and doesn't bother them at all. But that's the dream scenario, and unfortunately, it's probably not likely. I guarantee Sony will find a way to butt in and make some unnecessary changes to the studio. What those changes could be, I have no clue, but eventually we'll see what's going to happen. But that's it for this video. Let me know what you guys think on this topic down below. Be sure to like and subscribe for more content like this, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.